All right, so one of the major projects I want you guys to work on in this is this kind of workflow between Rhino and Revit, and really kind of get used to that. I think for a bit, um, that's going to be your best way of kind of being able to fluidly kind of develop your ideas, and then use Revit for all the things Revit's really good at, and Rhino for the things it's good at. So I'm just gonna this video. Feel free to just put it on, double speed or something like that. It's not critical. It's critical that you kind of you're thinking in the same terms that I'm talking about. How I'm just thinking about design decisions in Rhino, because it will help you contextualize your design decisions, because I'm wanting you for the next this assignment to really bring in something that's very kind of contextualized within the ideas of your project. So anyway, this isn't your context, but it still give you a good idea. So first things first, I'm just going to change the view lens so it's something a little bit more dynamic, the way I like it. I'm going to change all of this stuff to white, I think, so it doesn't bother my senses too much. And I think the other thing we're going to do is create a clipping plane. And that should go maybe on default. Okay. All right, sweet. There. Okay. All right, so I've got this thing. I'm just going to kind of invent some ideas. I mean, I'm just going to say that this portion of the project is going to be kind of seating, different seating elements. And I'm really interested in this idea of how um, how you can create kind of fluid connection between different pieces. So you really kind of build into your project an idea of how things are connected. This isn't going to be the how everybody's going to want to design, but I think it's a good way to start. All right, so in doing this, I'm going to give you a couple of tricks that I use. One is that I'm going to put a solid box inside of here, just kind of in the space where I can see it. See where that, oh, went clear down here. That's weird. Okay. Further. Wow, it's a bigger box than I thought. Okay. All right, and the reason I'm doing that is that I'm going to use what I have in my kit of parts, and I've talked about it here and there, is I use this set C-plane to surface, or actually set C-plane to object, quite a bit. So I can flip from right now modeling in the top, using the top as the C-plane, I can flip from kind of these other sides. When I select something that's already kind of it's modeled, if it's off by just a little bit, it's just rotated slightly, I'm going to be modeling something that's not quite in the right plane. So I create this this box is kind of a default that's kind of like perfect. You know, as long as I don't rotate it, it should be kind of in the kind of perfect orientation. So any plane that I grab on that box is going to be fine. The other thing that I've got going on is that in my aliases, uh, I'm going to load up, you know, a file that's going to allow me to do things just using quick keys. So I'm just going to go to my studio and the standards I've created for the studio, and it's Nighthawk aliases, and I'll say yes to all. So I've imported like 50 other, and one of them is going to be this C-plane object, which is CE. So you'll see me just type in some things. You know, up here, where you go, how did he do that without going up and grabbing it? And that's just the way. So I'm just going to click that one. So now the C-plane is there, and I'm going to start kind of modeling, and I'll project because I want this to model. I don't want it to snap to points in space. So what I'm thinking, I'm just going to think out loud here. Kind of create something. Okay, and this really should be on a layer that's probably metal. Because what I'm thinking of doing is doing some kind of light fixture from above, but then it comes down the wall and then turns into the support structure for like the table. So if I was to like add on this kind of maybe a 4-foot piece to that, just join it. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'm just going to move it back into space. So I'm going to move it. And this is where I probably just turn the C to that surface. And then move that point to, say, point right there. Well, that'd be pretty cool. So in this sense, it's going to go back and into where the beam is. We're just going to have it do that 3 inches or so. And then I probably want it to move down maybe an inch so you can see it up here. And I don't think I want that to go, I only want it to be about centered. So somewhere in there, so around 9 foot, 9.5 feet. All right, cool. And then let's see, we'll have it drop down. So I'm going to hit that again. So I'm drawing in the other plane. I'm going to turn off the project because I do actually want to hit this point and then go down, say, 2 feet. Oh. All right, so that is the beginning of kind of what I'm thinking. Not that interesting yet, but we're going to get there. Don't worry. All right, so So what I need is probably to build a table. So let's just do that. We'll pick this one here, rectangle. See, at 4 feet, comma, 3 feet. Give it another foot. Okay, now move it in. That's good. Extrude that 1.5 inches. Cap that. You might notice I just use EC. All right, so if that's the table, that seems a little long here, so that needs to move back. Cool, cool. All right, so this, I'm going to move this back to here and move this table out like 3 inches. The reason I'm doing that, I want this, actually that curve's actually pretty much what I want. I'm just going to have it shrink a bit. I'm going to change it to the metal. And then I'm going to go ahead and explode it. And take off this bit. Sweet. Okay. Join that back up. I need to lower this again another, say, 0.5 inches. Okay, now what I'm thinking is I'm going to make, I'm going to add some legs. Maybe not. Like maybe this is, man, this gotta be cool. All right, so I'm gonna draw it in that direction. If what I'm doing is creating a rectangle that's gonna follow along this thing, and it's gonna follow up. It's gonna be like a tube. So I'm gonna center it right there. I think that's about right. I need to make it metal. And then I'm going to copy that. put it from there. Right there. All right, so now we're going to do a sweep. How big is this? Need to be within reason. 1 inch. Okay, I need it to be actually a little bit larger. All right, I want to lock these. So let's go down 2 inches. Whoa, not that much. Go down 1 inch. And let's sweep. Rail. Oh, sweep rail. I always get this wrong. Now I sweep shape. There you go. Okay. Really should just switch to metal, huh? There we go. Cap that. Just got a new thought. Even better. Move this out 4 inches. I'm going to draw a line going up. Copy that over. See, what I'm trying to do is I want, want, what I'm wanting is the structure to flow around, flow up, turn into a fixture, and for you not to miss it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use center. I'm going to have this come up through the table. So if I do a sweep now, now you see it, right? Now likely this isn't going to completely do my structural part. I'm probably going to end up needing some more, but let's just pretend for now, because I won't be able to model everything. I'm going to hide that for a second. I'm going to grab these 2 points, move them down 1 inch, and then I'm going to sweep. Things don't quite align. Oh, that needs to be moved down. Okay, that aligns now, and then this, so we'll hide that and move face. Okay. The only thing I don't like is that the way this comes around actually should be more focused on this table. So I'm going to move all of this. Whoa, why is it being so laggy? Sure, maybe 6 feet. Okay, then I'm going to move that face down. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, and then maybe I have some glass. Okay. So then the glass, Okay. I like it. All right, so let's just make this. All right, so I'll just stop there for the modeling part. I mean, I know I'll probably have a lot to do, but I think you guys get the idea. What I'm going to be doing is utilizing this to kind of accentuate um, some of the tables, that we have here, kind of along this wall. And maybe, on the flip side, maybe even do it against this column set. Um, so let's just move with that.